Lord, just thank you for the beautiful community we live in, Lord, and thank you for blessing us. And Lord, as Easter comes up, I just want to pray that each of us keep the true meaning of the season, Lord, and what you mean to us. Ask your name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Call to order City Council meeting April 17th, 2025. Pete, will you lead us in the pledge?
I will.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Miss Vicki, call roll.
J.P. Hodges. Lewis Short.
Here.
Blaine Tubbs.
Here.
Pete Harris.
Here.
Chris Foster.
Here.
Allie Sugg.
Here.
Amy Bader.
Here.
Andy Eklund. Attorney Prince. Mayor.
Here.
Members of the press.
Let the record show we have a quorum. Okay, first up, I need a motion to waive the reading of the minutes and approve them as presented from March 20th, 2025 City Council meeting.
So, second.
Any discussion? Vicki, when you're ready.
Amy Bader.
Yes.
Chris Foster.
Yes.
Allie Sugg.
Yes.
Pete Harris.
Yes.
Blaine Tubbs.
Yes.
Lewis Short.
Yes.
Motion carried. How are these mics? Can you hear better, Vicki?
Yes. I
Okay.
can. Thank you.
Welcome. Next, I need approval of the payments journals dated March 1st through March 31st, 2025.
So moved.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Who was my second?
Allie and Chris. When you're ready.
Blaine Tubbs.
Yes.
Allie Sugg.
Yes.
J.P. Hodges.
Yes.
Amy Bader.
Yes.
Lewis Short.
Yes.
Chris Foster.
Yes.
Pete Harris.
Yes.
Motion carried. Next, I need approval of the street fund financial statement, sanitation fund, general fund, community center O&M, and miscellaneous funds dated March 31st, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, Ms. Vicki?
Pete Harris.
Yes.
J.P. Hodges.
Yes.
Amy Bader.
Yes.
Chris Foster.
Yes.
Blaine Tubbs.
Yes.
Lewis Short.
Yes.
Allie Sugg.
Yes.
Motion carried. Next, you have your supervisor report. Do you have any questions for the supervisors?
Is the cleanup finished from all the rain we had to prepare for this weekend? There's still cleanup going on from all the rain?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Did it cause any?
Still picking up concrete and trees still,
Yeah.
but we are continuing with the limbs, you know, the leaf end of it, we're getting the grass and culvert issues.
I have a question. I know we just got it paved at the bottom of Front Street, but now the water wiped out like a little section there. Is there any way to kind of patch that
Where
at the bottom of Front Street?
Yes,
Okay, we can patch that?
yes.
Okay, I've had a couple people ask me about it, so.
We usually get a few projects together to pave, so we can do it all at once.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Any more questions?
I just,
Yeah.
about the trail stuff, because I know this, not this weekend, next weekend is the ribbon cutting open house for the trail. Are we gonna try to get any of that where some of the gravel's
That
washed away
wash
before
out.
any of that?
I'd like to try to do that. I'll get with Scott, well, because we're going to have to get some, probably a truckload of rock.
All right. And I don't know, I mean, at the Sugarloaf end, I know it'll be easy to get equipment in, but close to the bridge, I don't think it's gonna be easy to get equipment in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bobby Kennedy brought it in off of the highway, so I'm not
Mhm.
even sure how we'd repair any of that.
I don't know if there's still a path from that direction or not.
They put a fence up after they got done, they seeded it with grass and put a
Okay.
fence up there. Now, I'm sure you can take it down and go around it, but it's either that or it'd be I don't know.
Well, I mentioned even using the side-by-side in a little trailer, but that's just how my brain works. I
Right.
don't know
Yeah.
how practical that
I think
is.
for the gravel and some of that might work. I mean, you could take a smaller utility vehicle there, but if you had to have anything bigger,
Yeah,
I don't know how
That
you'd
would
get
be
it
a
there.
problem.
It's a hard spot. You have the bridge on the other side and then
yeah.
the bridge on 25, the other side. I don't think you could fit anything under that.
I don't know if we could go back behind Newterra or not.
I think that gate's always left open. I assume the water company, that's how they use it, because there's constantly tire tracks.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're the ones that are driving in and out of there checking it. But even there,
It's still not, it's still.
you'd still have to
ways.
cross that bridge behind Southridge. And you couldn't take any equipment, I don't think, across that. I wouldn't want to take any
Right.
equipment across that bridge there.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can get eyes on it and see what we can do.
Is it
At least some of it.
gonna take a lot of rock?
Well, so.
There's a pretty good
at the-
washout.
At the Sugarloaf end, there's a pretty good stretch. I think if maybe a Mini X could pull a lot of the gravel back up against the side of it, and then maybe put bigger rock on top of it just to hold it where it won't keep washing out. By the bridge, it's a little bit trickier there, because some of the asphalt there is washing out, some of the big rock even washed out there.
Kind of along the same lines, but not, did we figure out the blower situation for the new Can-Am yet?
It's all ordered. Hopefully he'll order it tomorrow. We ordered it Monday, and he actually texted me today with a couple more questions, so he hasn't ordered it yet.
Which ones you end up using, the front or the back?
It's gotta be a front, just the way the ballards are on the trail, we're not gonna be able to go around in that gator, it would end up flipping over something on the back, so we're gonna have to weld it to the front.
I thought we had a hitch on the front so you could attach it that way.
Well, no, the hitch is on the back, and so we're just gonna weld it to the front, it's a U-mount blower, it's at 14 horsepower.
So in the meantime, they're just using the backpacks, I guess, till then?
And it actually, the Trails Council really helps us out as well, picking up, blowing, but, the trees are the big thing right now. I think we had, a total of 5 trees fall this last storm on it, hopefully no more. But I'm sure there will be.
Well, and as much pollen is falling right now,
Yeah.
I've blown some of the sections off. Like I went back just a couple days later to see, couldn't tell I'd done a thing.
Yeah.
2 days later.
I'm hoping, they said it would only take 3 or 4 days for that blower to come in.
Right.
Hopefully it gets the word, we'll get it put on next week, and then hopefully after that, we'll be able to use that blower at least twice a week.
Instead of having to walk it,
Yeah.
yeah.
26.
26th.
That was
More
all I had.
questions? Okay. We don't have any unfinished business, so we'll go straight to the new business. And first up, we've got the urban deer hunt. The dates for 2025 is September 1st through February 28th, 2026.
Everything's the same on it?
Yep.
Has the participation been good in that?
We have several that hunt.
I know initially there were lots of people. I hunted the first couple of years, but I haven't done it in several years. I just didn't know much about it.
Yeah. Well, when we get the list, it's a whole lot of people from in the county, so
Right.
I don't ever know who's here or somewhere else.
So we don't know if they're here or Fairfield Bay. It's just everybody, or do they know Heber versus Fairfield Bay when they sign up? I don't remember.
They may.
Right.
They just send me a list and the deer tags.
Gotcha.
So that people can pick them up.
Yeah.
But we just need to vote on the dates.
So
Make a
you
motion
did.
to approve the upcoming urban deer hunt.
Thank you, sir.
As proposed.
Second.
Ms. Vicki?
Louis Short,
Yes.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Allie Sugg,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Blaine Tubbs,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Motion carried. Next, we have Eagle Bank CDs. We were supposed to vote on these last month, and I thought we just had 4, but we actually had 8. So, these are the 4 for the general fund. And the amounts are the same, the interest, as the ones from last month.
Are they 3 months or 6 months?
I think we split them up last time.
We did. We did 6 and 12 last time.
Yeah.
So is this is the 4 street and the 4 general fund?
Well, we already voted on the street, so now we gotta vote on the general.
Gotcha.
I think we should split them up like we did last time.
Do
just
2, 6, and 2, 12? Okay.
Do I have to make a specific motion?
The rates are the same, 4.25, 4.75?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion to have the Eagle Bank CDs split into the 3-month and 6-month at the interest rates stated.
Is it
Right.
3 months and 6
Six,
months?
six,
or
It's-
6 months
I'm
and
sorry.
12 months.
6 and 12.
6 and 12, and they are at 4.
7.5 and
7.5.
4.25.
Second.
is that Louis?
It was Lewis. When you're ready.
Louis Short,
Yes.
J.P. Hodges,
Yes.
Blaine Tubbs,
Yes.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Allie Sugg,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Motion carried. Next, we have the ISOMs for the police department. This system is gonna cost $20,500. This was in the budget. They've already got it going. Chief, do you wanna speak to it? It's working out great.
It's working really well so far. It allows us to view various equipment and Cleveland County's reports. What we're able to attach now to just the single report, the prosecutor's also added into this network, and so he gets everything that's there. The videos, the photographs, just all of it, and it can be just pulled up by hand through the file. So it's working out really well. The CAD, the computer-aided dispatch, is working really well. It's impressive. The dispatchers and officers are able to communicate through the terminal instead of over the radio, which is cutting back on a lot of the radio traffic. It's a lot of clutter, name numbers, things like that. They just say, check the CAD. And officers can just go straight to it, get in there, and not a lot of conversation on the radio. So it's working really well.
So the old stuff is all gone and everything?
RPS, ISOMs incorporated all of RPS records into their system, so we can search everything still. All reports back in 2002, that were in RPS. So, RPS just couldn't get CAD going. We asked for it for 6 months. They supposedly getting the kinks worked out. It just wasn't happening.
I'm glad we got this. That's something.
And when I last spoke to RPS, I just told them customer service was.
Is it 25 or 45?
What,
You said 25.
20,500?
On here it says 45.
That's for 3 years? Is that for 3 years? Because I think there's the first.
Oh,
year.
there were 3 payments. Yeah, there were 3
Yeah,
15
well, that's right,
payments.
because she said 25, so I'm
Yeah.
just making sure that.
How long have the other towns
'cause
been
it's-
using
It
it?
says 3 years at
They
15.
got up and running almost the same time we did.
But I think we only budgeted for
The
this.
county was already on board.
So it's
prior to
15,000
January.
for the first year?
Incorporated, but they didn't
I'm not, this bill that I have is 20.
No
Yeah,
issues
but
anybody
that's-
had?
That's, this is, you're talking about the hosting, I think, not the software.
So what's this $45,000 one?
15,000 per year for 3 years.
Yeah, so 45,000.
So,
It says 40.
20,500 for this year because it cost us $5,000 for the switch over, when they pulled everything from our.
The data conversion?
The conversion, thank you.
So it's $45,000 for the software and then like another $5,000 to switch over to them? So we have to pay that $5,000 up front, so that's why it's 20,000?
Yes.
Okay. 20,000 or 25? Because did you say
20,000.
25?
20,500.
Okay.
The
But it's-
ISIMS agreement said 45, which was roughly 15 for each of 3 years. So that's
No,
what,
that was just what was budgeted in software because we didn't know what we were looking at for 25. And we were gonna start separating out more of our administration was gonna be handling some of the, they had handled the software costs.
Ally's saying that the ISIMS agreement,
The agreement,
the
yes.
agreement said 45,000,
It
which
doesn't
was
include the
15,000 each of the
Right.
3 years. But then there was the initial 5,000, so
Yeah.
that's
See,
what
we don't
Casey was
see the
saying. The
5,000.
20,000 was the 15 plus the 5
You didn't
conversion.
get this page?
Yeah. Huh?
I just looked over
So we're gonna,
Oh, you just looked, there
From-
should be a page before the contract.
I mean, it says 3
That
years,
wasn't
but
in
it's gonna
our
be
stuff.
$15,000
Yeah, I
a
didn't see
year
that.
from now on.
Do you wanna see it?
No, I'm just saying, well, you said 25, and so
We're just
the
trying
rest
to
of
make it
us
make
are
sense.
like, what are you talking
Oh.
about? We see something that says 45, and then you said 25.
She said 20,500, I thought you said.
Yeah, she has a
We,
page.
we were
that-
looking at the
I have
agreement.
it.
She's
I have
got
an
an invoice.
Yeah.
We didn't have the
Not
invoice.
the same thing.
Yeah,
It's in the package.
we didn't get that. We didn't get
Lane's
the
got it?
invoice.
We didn't get that.
It's in the same grouping.
It's not in my email.
Well, it's,
If it was, I missed it.
you got a $5,500 data conversion that's,
Not in here.
should,
Yeah, do you want to see it?
No, I was just making sure everybody's on the same page,
But
because
that-
what we see is 45, and you told us 20,500, so,
Oh, yeah, okay, the 20,500 is for this year.
The first year.
yes,
And then we'll
but,
budget the 15,000 for the next 2 years.
but that 15,000 doesn't go away in 2 more years. It continues to. go.
Right. It's the software
and we
agreement.
don't have that
Yeah.
budgeted
No.
as of now.
Yeah.
No.
The-
That,
the-
you're gonna have to make sure and put
Yeah.
that in your,
Oh, yeah.
in your budget.
Yeah.
We were gonna have to do it for RPS anyway, because they were gonna start. charging.
Dang, you could've got another
Right,
call.
right,
So,
yeah. The only question I had asked on the whole agreement was, in the agreement, it only said support for the first year.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, and then,
I'd sent Casey a message about that, and I said, well, what, does that mean we don't get support? And she said, yeah, there's still support, it's just, they're really hand-holding the first year, I guess, and then after that, we're kinda a little bit more responsible
we
for,
can quit using it at any point.
Right.
I mean, we can terminate the agreement, it's just, we're gonna pay wherever we go
right.
for data conversion. on
Right.
top of-
I was just worried about us not having support if there's a problem down the line, you know? And I assume they're still gonna help you. If you're paying 15 grand a year, they're gonna help you as much as they can. They just may not be hand-holding like the first year.
That, no, that,
I'm old, I have to
Right.
have paper in front of me.
Yeah, it was not in our email.
that could be,
No.
that,
Do you need it?
sure, all
I'd like
upgrades on their side of the system.
Right. As other things that you have to have in, yeah, it's always cheaper to continue to pay the maintenance than to try to come back and redo it later.
Yeah.
so do we have to pay extra for maintenance after this year? Along with the 15,000?
The 15,000 is gonna cover everything as far
Okay.
as they're concerned. Yeah, if we got a virus or something on our side of it that caused a problem, then that's gonna be on us.
Okay.
But that's not happening, so. They service, I think, 43 counties in Arkansas and Tennessee, so they're very reputable. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd say the sheriff's office, I was opposed to it, because I hate dealing with software and stuff, but the sheriff talked me into it, it turned out to be a good thing.
We just need to make sure that we tickler somewhere that we add it in the budget every year.
I'll put it in my budget folder I have.
I'll make a motion to, do we need to make a motion to pay that invoice?
Yes, sir.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Any more discussion? Okay, Vicky?
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Louis Short,
Yes.
Ally Sugg,
Yes.
Lane Tubbs,
Yes.
J.B. Hodges,
Yes.
Motion carried. Next, we have the nuisance and abatement amendment ordinance. And we can read this by title only.
Yes, please. 17 pages.
Yeah, it was great the first
I
time.
make a motion to place this on first reading by title only.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Ready for a vote?
Yes, ma'am.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
Ally Sugg,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Lane Tubbs.
No.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
JP Hodges,
Yes.
Louis Short,
Yes.
Motion carried.
You want to read it?
Go ahead.
An ordinance amending Heber Springs Municipal Code Title 5, Chapter 5.04 in the entirety, known as the Heber Springs Nuisance Abatement Code and for other purposes. Make a motion to place on second reading by title only.
Second.
It's just the one, unless y'all want to go back to reading it 3 times.
Nope.
Oh, just the one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Unless
I
y'all
forgot
want to go
about
back
that.
to reading it 3 times. Entirely up to y'all.
Okay, great. That was easy peasy. Okay, next, the May and June council meetings, we need to switch those around. Ronnie's gonna be out in May, and then the June meeting is during municipal league. So do you guys have a preference?
Mayor,
Yes, ma'am?
excuse me.
Yeah.
We voted to read the ordinance by
Yeah.
title only.
Okay.
Now we need
one
to pass it.
time. Now we need to
Oh,
vote to pass
okay.
the
Yeah.
ordinance.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Make a motion to adopt the ordinance.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Dickey?
Louis Short,
Yes.
Lane Tubbs,
Yes.
Ally Sugg,
Yes.
Amy Bader,
Yes.
JP Hodges,
Yes.
Pete Harris,
Yes.
Chris Foster,
Yes.
Okay, motion carried.
What dates are you looking at in May?
I actually haven't really even looked. I don't know what ball games or,
So it's currently on the 15th, and that's a no-go. So another Thursday is the 22nd or the 29th.
Or can we move it up that
When is
Tuesday, like the
graduation?
13th, and keep it the
graduation
same
is
week?
on the
16th.
16th. Ronnie, when will you be available?
I'll be out.
That whole week?
The first 2 weeks of May.
Oh, wow.
I'm in a class out of town.
And it doesn't have to be a Thursday.
I can't do the 22nd, but I could do the 20th.
I can also do the 20th.
That's fine with me.
Is everybody good with the 20th?
Yep.
Okay. And what about June?
That's gonna be on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Get this
So add this to
Come
my
on,
calendar. It's 20. Last day of school.
Oh, what was the last day of school, yeah?
Okay. So it's currently, the June meeting is on the 19th, which gives us the 5th, 12th, or 26th, if we're looking at Thursdays.
Or just do the 17th, Tuesday the 17th, if that's,
June 17th,
When are y'all at municipal league?
the 18th, 19th, and 20th. What about that time code?
Will we leaving the 18th or leaving the 17th?
The 18th.
I can do the 17th or the 26th, that next Thursday,
Same.
whichever one.
I can do the 17th or the
Yeah,
26th.
those are both fine with me.
Well, let's do the 17th. Get it over with. Does that work?
yes.
All right.
So May 20th to June 17th.
Yes, sir. Okay, we got open mic. Anybody want to address the council? Okay. Announcements, Trails Day celebration on April 26th. The Master Gardener plant sale is also on the 26th. Oh, congratulations to Officer Dakota Milgram. He graduated the police academy. Yeah. And CASA is looking for board members if anyone is interested.
I did it,
You did it?
yes.
You're doing the CASA thing? Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
They were about to not have any coverage.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They had some board members quit all of a sudden.
Oh,
Scary.
I didn't
Yeah.
ask why, I just said,
I didn't
okay.
either. Yeah. Courtney talked you into that.
Yes.
who's like over CASA right now?
I talked to Lauren Duncan, is who I
Yes.
spoke with.
Okay, is she local?
I think so.
Okay, I don't know her, but
As far as I know, they've got it covered,
Okay, good.
I think.
Good deal. You guys have anything? Okay. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
second.
Sweet, thank you. Y'all have a happy Easter.
Yep.